before we began.
No, I was saying either you or you do the clap, but that was perfect. That was actually perfect. All in unison. We're like the Power Rangers.
I thought you were like wanting to pray over the episode.
I was going to be like, who's going to do it? That was actually dope. KavaSpills Podcast, Season 2, Episode
4.
We're zooming through this year.
Right?
Zooming through this year. You feel like this
Faster
year is going
than
by?
last year.
I feel like this year is going by pretty fast. It's moo in the cut.
Yeah, I can't believe it's February.
I know. Who are we?
Ames here.
Sloan.
LB2, Sir Lawrence, whatever. And welcome, guys, again. And how was everyone's week?
Oh my God.
I don't even know where to start. So before I forget.
Wait, do you want me to tell something sad so then you guys can say something happy?
Yeah, let's get the sad out the way.
Oh, it's not sad. It is, but it's good. We had.
But let's cheers that we made it through the week.
Oh.
Right? You made it through the week?
Yes.
Oh, Bula.
Your cup's different.
I know, I'm special. You usually get the sticker one.
Yeah.
So we had the celebration of life for my grandmother this weekend. So that was awesome. She was my favorite person in the whole wide world. So it feels nice to say goodbye and
yeah, it was a nice celebration.
Yeah, it was just family and a couple very close friends. 81.
Aww.
81, 82.
My grandma died when she was 81.
Really? What? So that means you're probably going to live long. A lot of people in your family live long? 80 is a lot.
Yeah, actually. Most past 80.
Well, the most important question is, I asked this out of the love of my heart,
Yeah.
Did you drink Kava at the funeral?
No, but I drank it on the way there.
All right, bet. You're the only one.
If I would have had a way to put it in my purse, I would have. Which I probably could have figured out a way. I've done it before, but...
Actually, Kava would be perfect for a situation like that.
It really is.
Yeah, put it in a Stanley cup. Nobody would think any different.
Speaking of...
Don't get a Stanley cup, please.
Hold on. Since you brought it up, and then you guys get to tell about your awesomeness, I have a root to pick.
Oh, root to pick.
So, my root to pick this week.
You wrote it. You wrote the root down.
I always do. Stanley Cups.
Really?
I'm picking a root.
What a segue.
With Stanley Cups. Specifically, kids with Stanley Cups. Wait. I walked into Abby's school today. There is a second grader with a Stanley Cup. The cup is as big as she is.
How little are you for second grade?
Abby, this normal? Like, all the girls? She's like, yeah, Mom, they do it in middle school, too. It's gross. Basic white girl. I'm like, yeah, I know, but...
It is.
Then I started thinking about it, and I think maybe I should get a Stanley Cup.
You could fit a lot of Kava in
Exactly.
And it'll stay cold. It won't go bad.
And you'll fit right in.
And it'll fit in my cup holder, and I won't spill it because it has a lid.
But get a Yeti. Don't get a Stanley. Get it. There's other cups.
But she doesn't want attention to her, so if they get a Yeti, they're gonna be like, "Why you got a Yeti?" Like, she's gonna stand out. She gets a Stanley. They're gonna be like,
everybody's
just
gonna
like
think
us.
I'm so hydrated.
Big.
I know, that's a lot of Kava.
With the handle and everything.
It's awful.
It's a lot of Kava.
It is.
I saw a video recently on like a Instagram reel where they were like, did you know it comes apart here and you can clean it? So all these people are amazed. So they're walking around with these things that are like full of mildew because they don't realize the whole top comes apart.
I heard that there is lead in the bottom of them. And if you put them in the dishwasher, they're not dishwasher safe. And the lead can
get into other stuff.
Yeah, so they're dangerous. So if you have one of those cups, don't put it in the dishwasher, Lawrence.
This message is approved by KavaSpills.
That's my only thing.
I just found out about Stanley's. Like, I didn't know it was a thing until Abby said something. And then...
You haven't noticed all these...
No.
It's like they're carrying giant Dooney and Burke bags on their arms.
I notice it now, but before I didn't. But then I was like, all right, what do these ladies have in it? cold, hot, because I was driving somewhere, and I needed a drink, so I picked up her cup and I drank it, and it was hot coffee.
It was good.
Thank you. And I was like, what? Who drinks coffee out of a straw? And then I was like,
Well,
wait,
Ames in the morning, her big cup of coffee.
All right, well, we'll ask her. Do you think people have hot stuff in those Stanleys?
I guess. I mean, the whole point of them was to be hydrated. That's what started the whole thing, according to what my daughter says.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably a lot of desperate housewives out there that's got vodka in them.
Oh, for sure.
Coffee sometimes, wine.
Definitely vodka and alcohol in those.
Yeah. So why not have Kava
Kratom.
in it?
Yeah. Huh. All right, now you have to tell me about your week and your root to pick.
Okay.
I know, Moo.
Oh, so
One
my
second.
root to pick, it's so deep that,
No pun intended.
like, I'm burning. My blood is boiling.
Oh, wow.
Spill it.
I can't really get into
Oh,
it
you got
too
that
much.
cliffhanger.
Oh.
Let me get
Because,
that.
legal reasons I'm thinking, but let's just say...
Is there like a moral that you want to tell the viewers since they can't hear the story? What's the moral to the story? Like a lesson in the story?
You're gonna get caught.
Oh, there you go. Enough said. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. Man.
Gonna get caught.
So how was other than that, how was your week?
Other than that, so I knew for the past couple weeks it was coming, and I wasn't sure if you remembered or not.
I don't remember anything.
Friday night came. Night one.
This is my other route to pick.
Night one.
It's gonna be the whole show's gonna be root. We gotta change the name to Roots. Root. No, we ain't gonna call it
Let her
Roots.
tell
Roots
it.
to pick. Sorry, go ahead.
Night one of Drake and J. Cole at Amelie Arena.
They didn't even tell me they were going.
Well,
I didn't even know.
we didn't even have tickets.
I should have known when they were on the way there.
On the way there is when we bought the tickets.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
We were like maybe on Park Boulevard, I think, when I finally pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it was like she was like, "Let's just drive over there."
Because they kept going down.
Yeah, these tickets were like going
Do you
down.
think it made it more exciting doing it that way than buying them way in advance?
For me, because it was a surprise, and then the surprise was like the whole way there, we're like, "Oh, we're about to see Drake," like, and Cole.
It never, like, we didn't have the buildup of it, which,
It was
I mean,
like,
other than I was like, I really want to go, and he said he was going to get tickets, but I don't know, is he surprising me?
yeah, totally. She didn't say nothing about it, so I was like, well, maybe she don't want to go. And then she was finally.
Should she have to say anything about it? Hello.
And then she's giving like, all right, women.
Men
I'm
are
gonna
good
talk
at
for the
giving
men.
your
There's something y'all want to say.
messages. Just say it.
Just say it, cause she sends me like, she's like, do you know who's here this weekend? And I'm like, Drake and J. Cole. Smile voice emoji. And then my other friend is
Wink
just like,
emoji.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Was it a wink?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
I'm just guessing that would be the next one. That
Yeah,
comes
anyway.
after the smiling one.
Anyway, we went and it was amazing. More of a visual show than anything. I felt like I was
For Drake, I'm sure. But
for
J.
Drake. Cole was just
J.
like,
Cole is amazing.
yeah,
I know.
Oh my gosh, when he raps, he doesn't breathe. Like, he's...
Nope.
he's not
Holy cow. He was phenomenal. I definitely have
Appreciate
become
it
more of a fan from singing. But he didn't play my favorite song.
human. Which is,
Can't Get Enough.
oh yeah, he don't like that song.
I love that song. It's got that Hawaii vibes, that Kava drinking vibes.
Yeah.
Can we make a little montage to that song?
Heck yeah.
That's a good Kava song.
I can do that. Yeah. The show was dope. I felt like he just came out when he wanted to. Like, you know,
Who, Drake or J. Cole?
like Drake, like they started the show, I felt like it was I don't know.
It wasn't like J. Cole, then Drake. They like
it was Drake.
I felt like I was at a party at Drake's house, and he was playing music for us, and you know.
It was Drake, and then J. Cole came out and did his thing, and then Drake came back, and they performed together a few songs, and then he told J. Cole it was time to go, and he finished the show.
Oh, I'm sure, because he's got to get the last in.
Oh, for sure, he did. It was definitely an OVO.
I mean, he's not a rapper anymore.
You could see the difference in like Drake had more visuals, but it's because
He had some
it needed
ugly
more
dinosaur thing on.
And
he
then
looked like a dinosaur. Like Mason would have loved that outfit.
yeah,
like
it was dope.
15 years ago.
It was dope.
Well, everybody thinks that I went to the concert, so that's
Yeah, it's because it's on her page. It's connected to her page.
I didn't even know that they went to the concert. I woke up Saturday to text messages like, "Oh my God, you went!" And I was like, "Went to what?"
No.
Went to the what?
This guy posts everything to my Facebook story. So it's the first thing I do whenever I get texts like, "You're in Orlando? You're here? You're in Arizona?" No, go to my Facebook story.
KavaSpills is connected to your Facebook.
Yeah.
So if we post a story and post it on Facebook, it goes to Amanda's
Yeah.
Facebook. So.
Well, only because Lawrence tells it to.
So we should play a game. Go to Sloane's Facebook profile, and you have to guess who posted it.
Yeah, you're pretty much the only one who posts.
Oh yeah. All right.
But I have decided that Drake is not a rapper anymore.
See, I've been getting a lot of hate.
His cornrows were so...
He should have got them a long time ago because... No, he shouldn't because he used to rap and since he got them, he doesn't rap.
You gotta
he's a
explain
pop star.
what happened between you and Drake. When did he hurt you?
He turned into a pop star.
When
He
did he-
stopped rapping.
You can't control if you go
Well,
pop.
he's always been a pop star.
You can't control if
Nope,
you're popular.
He used to rap. He doesn't rap anymore. I don't think
He
he writes
always
anything
sang.
of his own at all anymore. And
Drizzy, if you're listening,
I love you, Drake.
she used to be
You're
a
gorgeous.
big fan.
I still am a
What's your
fan.
favorite Drake album? We got to see where you're coming from. What area you're coming from, then I'll understand the trauma. We got to see how far it goes back.
I don't know. That's a hard question.
You like I don't think you like pre-cornrow Drake. And that's the issue
I
with
do
a lot
like
of people.
pre-cornrow
It's
Drake.
because like he says in his song, I don't know that guy anymore. It's like
Oh, but I'm still rapping about the same old shit,
Like,
being heartbroken
the
and not having a woman, and what's different?
Isn't it weird that we don't see Drake dating anyone?
No, he's a fuckboy.
yo, what?
Like, we do not see him.
Yo,
There's no paparazzi
Drake,
of
I don't
him
feel that way.
and other, you know?
Did you not see the picture with all the bras? Come on.
Oh,
He's
he
got
got-
it like that. He just sleeps around. It's fine.
I think he's a nice.
He just keeps getting his heart broken.
Oh, yeah.
He's too popular. Every girl he gets with that he may fall for, they're not there for that. They're just there because it's Drake.
Oh, poor
Dang,
Drake.
yeah, but you put it like that.
Let's help Drake find love.
Yeah, let's help Drake find love.
And maybe he'll rap again.
But Cole needed no visuals. Like no,
I know. I could have
it was-
probably closed my eyes and just listened to
and
him the whole time.
he was rapping in what looked like he woke up in that day.
Yeah.
I love it.
And walked up, and it was
High
like
water pants.
the theme is Super Bowl, so they walked to the ring like almost like arena style, and he just showed up and
Yeah, he
Did
didn't
his
have
thing.
the wrapped stage like Drake. The stage was a screen and it wrapped all
Yeah.
the way around. But when
He doesn't
J.
need
Cole
that
was there, it was just
nonsense.
black with a spotlight on him.
that's it. That's all I need.
Love
And
it.
give me the mic, and like yeah, man, I was very impressed.
So which one, now seeing them live, which one can you respect more?
Drake
Drake?
can throw a party.
Because-
he makes
Not
everybody
about
feel
who can
special.
put on the best show.
I would say
Whose music do you respect more?
I mean, Cole's for sure, because you feel that. And you could fact check.
He's a rapper.
I love them both, but I love Drake because I like the pop. I like the pop.
Hey, yeah,
I like
Ain't
some
no wrong
pop
with pop.
too. It's okay.
And
No,
I like
just-
rappy pop, so I'm in the middle.
Speaking of
I
pop,
like gangster rap.
Justin Bieber's back on the mic.
Oh.
Pause for him.
Pause.
But yeah, and then he did I think I saw footage of him doing a cover of somebody else's song. So it's another Elvis repeat.
Well, I have music news, but not yet. We have
All
other
right,
stuff
bet.
to discuss first.
Oh, before I forget, shout out to Pacific Roots.
Oh, yes.
We did a little Kava trip last night, the night before. Shout out Sackboy, he came with us.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. We just took off on a Sunday, and we didn't know what the plan was. We were just gonna
That's
head
their
out.
life.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. So we decided to
Spontaneous.
start at Quintessence because we had been there, so we were going to go there and figure it out. And then we ended
They
up
were talking some smack,
I
so
know.
we wanted to go check out this other one.
like all 5 elements.
It was an all 5 elements situation, for
Okay.
sure.
So they were talking down this bar,
Uh-huh.
and then it made us want to go. So we went
Right.
straight to that bar.
And that
it
was the one I just had the kava from?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was closed.
Oh.
But guess what I'm finding out though? Side note. Yo, these machines are everywhere.
Yeah.
Now they are. They
These-
weren't. They weren't.
These machines, and they're at places where I would think they wouldn't be.
Right.
Like, one of my favorite kava bars had them,
Mhm.
which made me ask, are they using it in lieu of or in addition to?
Right.
Because that's, like, I could see run the machine and when you're done, squeeze it.
Yeah.
But run the machine instead of squeezing it, would you? I don't know.
I don't suggest it. Just from like watching Black Sheep use it,
Mm-hmm.
they started out, they were probably one of the first ones in Pinellas County to have it. They
Mhm.
might be the only ones that have it.
You can confirm that.
They even switched to running it 15 minutes, massaging it, run it another 15 minutes, and massage it still.
Okay.
And once they figured out that that takes just as long as brewing it by hand, they've stopped using it.
So, you think there's different... So, there could be different methods with this machine.
I mean, I helped them come up with that method because the machine wasn't producing as good a kava on its own as it should. They were having to use way too much kava to make 1 gallon.
Ah.
You know what
Gotcha.
my route to pick is?
What's that?
I really don't like when kava bars don't have gloves on their hands when they're
Really?
It kind of really grosses me out. I don't know.
What are you going to do when you go to Vanuatu?
She's not going to watch. Or she's not going to drink it.
Well, I'm not allowed in the Nakama.
Well, the
remember?
ones that you are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're allowed in
I
the
feel
kava
like
bars.
I feel like it's the same as a chef touching your food.
I mean, as long as they wash their hands before,
Yeah.
they don't stop in the middle,
guess-
go take someone's money, then go back to it without washing
Yeah, I
their
know.
hands.
If you're counting
Exactly.
change and you say, "Hold on, let me go brew,"
I
and
think you
skip
should
it.
scrub in. Like, think about in your fingernails. You can't clean that good if you...
But it's dirt already. Dirt already.
It's true.
It's root from the ground.
Oh my
Literally.
god, Nick was being so nasty.
Why?
He was so funny. He was like, I shouldn't say that because he
Nah.
makes kava. But it was all a joke and he's
Yeah, don't say that.
he's,
He owns the
he's
business.
a goofball.
Speaking of roots, we have this article
yes.
about roots.
Ooh.
We'll put it on the screen for you guys now so we know what we're talking about. Cosmos.
Not cosmopolitan.
Cosmos magazine did an article entitled Kava, Unlocking the Secrets of the Pacific Intoxicating Drink. So Sloan gave us homework.
Yes, to read the article.
This is your article
I
that
know.
you found.
And we read this article and wow. We each read it individually and wow. Like what they're trying to do with Kava,
Yeah.
I respect it. All right, let's start with you since you read the article first. What was your take on this? By the way, it's an article by And we'll put a link up in our description for this article if you want to read
So-
along.
The first thing that I found interesting is this part of the article where they say that there's kava out there making people sick.
Talk about it.
Okay,
Tell me
so
about it.
I have not experienced this in any of our local kava bars, except for one, but I thought that it might be the type of kava that they use,
Mhm.
which I guess it can be. But reading this article, it tells you about all the different kavalactones.
Yeah.
20 of them.
I don't remember how many it said, but it was a lot.
I didn't even know there was different type of kava. I thought
Well, that I
kavalactone
didn't
was
know.
like
Right?
how many it has, but no, there's different types of kavalactones. Go
So
ahead.
what's really cool is the Fiji National University is funded for them to do all this research and find the different kava lactones. So eventually, hopefully, you're going to be able to go to a kava bar and say, I want this kava with this kava lactone, not this one, because that's the one that makes you sick.
Yeah.
Right.
And they talk about, and they do sell kava too. They talk about selling kava and then the quality being less and less and less, leading them to think, is this the same product I'm getting, or is it somehow being mixed or what? But something is different than that. Let's invest. And they're not pointing fingers or anything. They're investigating, testing to see, okay, how can we rate kava? Imagine looking at the
Right.
back of a kava
Like, I
and
want the
it
top
has,
shelf, please.
yeah, and having different grades.
Yeah, like what is it?
You don't go shop all your meats. There's different sections. Like the clearance rack don't look like the regular one
Right.
for a reason.
Right.
Well, I do think that what it talked about in the article about
was
the
good.
kava that is making people sick, the way it described it made it sound like you will get deathly ill. You won't be
No.
able to move. I have never experienced that, and I have, on more than one occasion, had way too much kava or had kava from the one place that I can't drink their kava, and I still do it anyway. And
Gives you a tummy
it just gives
Still?
you this, oh yeah, it's like a fine line. I'll have like one double and then I'll be like, all right, I'm fine, I'll get a second double. Sometimes I can make it through that, and sometimes I'm like, nope.
So do you get muddy or you go
Only-
straight from like?
Straight
to
from yeah.
Oh wow, that sucks.
It immediately makes me feel like I need to eat something,
Right.
and then if I do eat something, I might feel like, whoa.
Ah.
I cut back on drinking a lot of kava in the past few, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
Because I was drinking a kava that made me feel bad. My stomach
Mhm.
started getting really bloated, and it just wasn't feeling good for me anymore. So
Well, and
I got a little scared and I stopped drinking it as much. And, just on the search, I found some better kava, and I'm drinking it a little bit more like I used to.
Yeah.
Well, and that might be because, remember, like the article said, there's other things in the kava, right? So the one that was bothering you could have had added stuff in it.
I totally believe it did, because it made a film on the gloves when they brewed it, and I never noticed that in any other kava.
So I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
Didn't know that the kava ban in Australia and Germany and Japan were overturned.
Yeah, I mean, I knew in Australia.
Oh, in Germany.
Yeah, overturned.
I didn't know about there, but Australia we knew because, our friends in Moana live in Australia.
Yeah, so it's like,
Or at Moana.
Oh, so Vanessa, maybe you can get some kava in Germany.
oh yeah.
There you go.
You don't have to go to the black market back alleys anymore.
No.
Would you for some kava? If you're in a dry county, but you had, but somebody had the kava.
I feel like I
Like
would
me-
plan ahead and know where I'm going, and I would ship it to myself there.
No, it's illegal. UPS is not gonna. It's, like
It's
shipping
illegal
weed.
to ship weed back from Colorado.
Man,
People
she
do
gets-
it every
So
day.
put it in the mail, huh? Put weed in the
You
mail.
just gotta do UPS or FedEx, not USPS.
Yo, don't give them too much game. They're gonna figure out which one's really gangster here.
Whoa.
All right, so I really liked the part where they were talking about helping people with anxiety and PTSD.
Yes.
I found it especially interesting that they pointed out they're doing research to help people with anxiety and PTSD using actual kava, not just kava, but
Yeah.
sitting down with a tanoa of kava and drinking it and sharing it
Wow.
and talking.
Oh,
So
Wow.
it's therapy.
Not just,
Yes.
Yeah.
so it's like a traditional sense instead of
Yeah.
any other research that's been done on kava to help with anxiety and PTSD are kava capsules.
This part stuck out to me. Quote, we hope that we will call attention to quality assurance
Mhm.
and quality control and some kinds of, oh Lord, standardization. Did I get it?
Can read.
Might come out of our research. So it's not only, and not one thing about this article is about how much money we can make from kava.
None of it's about that.
It's about how can we, one, identify the crap kava
Mm-hmm.
and the good kava and not mix them.
So the gas
Right.
station kava
Yes.
and the kava bar kava.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. What kind of kava you want? You just want like, what kind of wine do you want?
Like
You want
going
boxed
to a
wine?
dispensary.
Yeah, do you want?
Say-
No, not even that because dispensary don't got Reggie Bush. It's like going to Walmart. No,
Getting
it's
a
like
box of Frenzia or whatever.
a box wine versus
True, top shelf.
Yeah.
exactly. It's like it's a difference. Oh, I'm bringing the wine. What kind?
It's in a box.
Right.
Oh, it's in a box.
No thanks.
Don't worry about it.
So then there's, there's the roots, but then there's the processing of it. Like, how do they do that? Do they, are they,
Where's it drying? Yeah.
right? And then how do they stamp it? Do they grind it?
Yeah.
They say that metal shavings can go in
Mm-hmm.
when they grind it.
Do you think there's more or less transparency in kava production? Meaning, like, they're letting you see the farm. They're letting you see where. Before we didn't know where it came from. Now we're getting pictures of the farm. We're getting.
I mean, we did because we're special.
I know, but before that, then you think to yourself, "Oh wow, like who's regulating this? Like, how do I know?"
Right.
I honestly never thought about it. I trusted the fact that it was in a kava bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to really help people read this article. And if you don't know much about this article or kava, this is a good way of. I like this article too. It's unbiased.
The only thing I didn't like was how it made it sound like you will get deathly ill because
Right.
you would have to drink so much
Yeah.
to get to the point where they were talking about. But I really, really liked the part about the PTSD research because recently, Millie, you guys know, who just
Mhm.
started drinking kava more regularly,
Nice.
she comes to me the other day, like not the other day, but a little while ago, and she's like, Amanda, I don't know what it is. I don't know that it's the kava, but I'm just happier.
Aw,
Oh.
that's
I
awesome.
just don't get mad as much. I don't care. Like, things just don't bother me like they used to do. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you're going and drinking kava and talking to people.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
when the whole time when I first started drinking kava, I didn't feel it. It was about being a
Yeah.
part of something.
Mm-hmm.
True. My first time there, it wasn't. I remember the kava, but what made me want to come back and do it again was
The relationships
Yeah.
you were building and the people that you were getting to be around.
yeah. Here's the blue cup next.
Thank
The
you.
blue cup works so much better.
I couldn't find it.
Where were we?
So, read the article, learn some things about kava, find a good kava bar that has quality kava
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make you sick, which most of them don't. And
Ask questions too. Hey, where does your kava come from?
yes,
Did your
Right.
kava come? Like ask questions like you would do for, produce, like or
or you
whatever.
go to get a beer and you want to know where it comes from. Like,
yeah,
is
like
this
the
whatever,
wine.
right,
You do that with
domestic or
wine.
what?
So yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions. And if your bartender is clueless, don't go
Probably.
back there. Like
They might have okay kava, but you want to go somewhere that has a knowledgeable kava tender.
yeah,
They know where their stuff is coming from. When I go to a new place, that Sal taught me that.
all right. Shout
Ever
out Sal.
since he did that, whenever I go somewhere new, that is the first thing I ask. Like I went to a new place like a couple weeks ago. Remember
Where?
I texted you guys
Where was it?
somewhere near my work.
Okay. You want to shout them out or no? It wasn't
Oh
worth
yeah,
it.
you told us.
No, that's all right. We'll wait.
All right, bet.
But that was the first thing I asked them. This person appeared to be the manager, possibly part owner, and they did not know where their kava came from. They also mixed together white sand.
Oh my god.
Mixed together white sand and wow. So it like read on the menu like we have white sand, wow, and I was like, oh, I'll have a double of white sand. Oh well, we have a mix. We mix them together. I'm like,
The fuck?
why?
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Because they don't know what they don't understand that they're different types, and they think they're just making a 50-50, and that's not the way it works, people.
I know. I've been trying to explain that.
Yeah, the 50-50 thing is really getting out of
50-50
control.
doesn't mean you take half and half.
And you can't just take, if you are going to use both to make a kava, just adding more body doesn't mean you have the strongest kava.
Yeah.
It means you have kava that's going to make people fall asleep.
And your body ain't strong just because it's body. Like if it ain't brewed right, I don't care if it's mind, body, soul, and feet. It ain't gonna taste right.
Body is the older root.
And people have reactions to certain. I know people that can't drink mind. Like they can drink body.
What?
They can't. That's you too.
No,
But-
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
No body from nobody.
They can't drink mine, but they get allergic reactions. So you have someone give them something, and they don't know it's mine in there. Oh, we just mixed it together. Like, come on, separate it. Like the product sells itself. You don't gotta mix it and stuff.
Yeah, this isn't like a Menage a Trois wine.
No,
That's my favorite wine.
I used to mess with Menage a Trois.
Just don't try, put your heart into it and make it the right way. Don't try to add body to make it taste stronger because you don't want to take the time to massage your bag.
I would love. I would love a rating system on there. I would love to be like, yo, what kava rating is your kava? Oh, this is a 4-shell kava. Bet.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Good.
This is more.
Do you
Why
see people
are you charging
lying
this
about
more?
it?
But then you gotta, yeah. But it's really too comes down to how you brew it too. So I applaud what they're trying to do, but there's so many
And the water.
things that it's a lot of
Elements,
education too. You got to really educate and kava tenders too. Don't go to apply to work at a kava bar and not know about kava or at least want to learn about it.
Yeah.
There's too many. You don't have to drink it, but know
It
about
is beneficial if you drink
I
it.
don't drink. Don't let me get in my own thing. Hopefully, this will put it into these motherfuckers using kava in their title just because they want to attract those customers. So
not
I'm
you
pulling
think the
up.
profit margins are there, but
the people ain't gonna
You
stay in
won't
your
succeed.
seats. People ain't gonna stay in your seats if you don't know. If you don't, if you're in it for the money, people, it's not a kava bar. It just goes against everything. Shout out Low Tide again. 10 years.
yes, I wore my low tide shirt today because I
Nice.
figured this will air next week when their anniversary is.
Very good.
Yeah, she likes to put me on a time slot. That means I gotta edit it, huh?
I mean, this should be coming out next week.
True. Yeah. So man, I just think 10 years. They're not selling vapes. So it's like how the industry has morphed into if you're a kava bar, you're a vape shop too. There's a lot of those, and he is successful still, just selling kava and kratom and all other stuff.
Yeah.
But he hasn't, what about that works? But what is the secret sauce? What's the secret sauce?
The
Sean?
kava. The
The
kava
people.
and the people and the love of the kava
Mhm.
and the respect.
He says he doesn't go off his island. That's just Low Tide in his house.
I believe that.
That's why you should ask him about his solar system when you see.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Next
stop.
time
You're
you're
going to give it up.
I know. I've
But
said
maybe
too
we
much.
could get Sean to go out to some other kava bars with us.
that'd be fun.
That'd be
I
cool.
feel like that would be a cool video.
That would actually be really cool.
There'd be a lot of shit talking.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. Question. Does St. Pete have the best kava?
In North America?
In Florida.
I mean, I think so because I've never had it anywhere else.
Can we go and like, but just imagine, like, I don't see any kava being as strong as ours, even if you haven't gone there. I've been to several different places, and I feel like, all right.
I mean, I
East
definitely
Coast,
think just by average, we're going to be because we have the most kava bars.
true, but we have a lot of bums out there
Quality
too,
over
trying to,
quantity.
yeah, and not
But we
everybody's
have
doing
the
it right.
bigger chance, the bigger shot
True.
of having
Sure.
a good one because we have so many.
I will say, East Coast. I don't want to stir up no East Coast
West Coast.
beef or nothing, but I'm just saying East Coast is the only coast that can keep up, and I think they have some bars up there that can really compete. But East
They're
Coast, if
not
y'all
there.
watching, man, we'll challenge you too. Like,
Ooh, East Coast versus West Coast.
like,
I mean, West Coast versus East Coast.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't think y'all really messing with St. Pete Kava. That's just me.
That would be a lot of fun.
Shout out to Ties, y'all had some strong Kava. Shout out to
Ties,
Pacific
yeah.
Roots. Oh,
Pacific Root. I love it. They sell it by the gallon.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
I like that.
so affordable
For
that you can. We sat there with a gallon of kava. We didn't even drink it all. We
Yeah.
were so
you
muddy.
just take it with
I
you.
love
Spent
it.
way less than we would have if we were ordering it individually.
Guess how much the gallon was?
55.
$45.
Oh, that was close.
And that was
That's
the
still a
more
very-
expensive one.
That's
That's
like
a
3 triples
price.
each,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was like $5 a shell. So if we would have bought outright, we would have paid almost double. So it's just like they had to have started that way,
Yeah.
you know. So
And you know what
shout
I
out to
liked?
them for even
They
just
had like these daybed style couches. Like it was like a
Did
Like-
you sit on them?
well, it was like
you remember?
it was a mattress that was covered. It was very clean. Like these wooden couches. And then there was like a lower coffee table. It just felt so authentic.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I forgot his name. He's always there. We got Jimmy. I don't know.
Oh,
You know who you
darn.
are. Thanks for the hospitality every time I come. He's the same
Super
person every
sweet.
time.
And they open at 7:00
Yeah, it went
Awesome.
at 7 p.m.
p.m.
You already like that already tells you like
Oh.
we got a
Someone
formula.
isn't rolling with
Oh,
that.
We got a formula. Like we
past my
had to
bedtime.
like slow our trip down and go somewhere else while they open. So
Oh shit.
yeah, it was. But
Well,
it was
okay,
worth
but
it.
like, let's think about that. You buy it by the gallon.
hmm
The gallon is priced very well. They don't even open until 7
Yeah.
o'clock. They're not in it for the money.
No.
They're in it for the kava.
They're not like
And because of that, they're making money,
yeah,
but they keep it
yeah.
traditional.
That's so.
I
yeah.
mean, traditional for here.
Shout out to
More
we did see a Tanoa bowl in there that looked like it had some miles on it. Like it was
Yeah.
3 different colors.
I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where you can go to kava bars other places and get a Tanoa of kava, come in with your friends and sit down and drink
Yeah.
that. Like, why don't any of our kava bars do
There was
that?
one
Yeah.
in Vegas that did that, and that
Which
was
I
one?
love
Shout 'em out.
that.
Ninth Island.
the Ninth Island Kava House.
Shout out to Ninth Island Kava. Next time I'm in Vegas, we checking y'all out here. Let's cheers to them.
Oh, boola.
Sipping sand in the desert.
I
Ooh.
just think that's such a great idea, and it actually brings you to the back to the root of what you're
Right.
supposed
Yeah.
to do.
Speaking of roots, it's Black History Month. And I'm gonna need Black History facts from my 2 co-hosts, my counter co-hosts.
Before we're done recording.
Yeah,
Oh,
before we're
my.
done recording, I just need one little known Black History fact from you 2.
Okay.
Just one.
Can we talk about music?
Yeah. While you Google it.
No, I have to get my note about music.
All right. Yeah, let's talk about some
I
music.
got my notes.
Look at you. Barbara Walters in here.
Listen, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but I have to do this.
Well, I'm here.
Or I
You
forget
come to me
everything.
too.
Well, I remember there was the first Black person born in America
Oh.
was recorded in
That's gonna be
mine.
horrible. What is his name?
I got mine.
What was his name?
Oh, it was
You're not ready for this fact.
such a
You're not ready for
simple
that fact.
name.
You're not ready for that fact.
Thomas.
You gotta know you have to know it. You can't guess it. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
You can't
All
be
right,
like,
well,
Martin Luther
before-
King, I think, had a drink. You gotta like say it with your chest.
Okay.
Okay.
At
The
least for this month.
first rapper was black. And-
I hope.
That's not the fact.
All right.
That's just making it. Anyway, you said a Black History, so
MC Charlie Chapman.
and can you guess when it was?
The first
First rap song.
was probably like, I think it was jazz. It was a jazz type of song.
I've given you this fact before,
I
but
think
it's
so.
a really
And he was
cool
talking
fact.
in a percussion like manner.
Yeah, it was
And that was like the
50s.
first recorded rap. But I don't
Yeah.
think he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, he probably did. Who
I
was
mean,
to
rap.
say?
It wasn't called rap then, but he established that style of music.
That's true. Look how far rap has come. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Ooh, by the way,
He was on the Grammys.
I was gonna.
He got a doctor. Sorry for jumping around at your notes, but I have to say it
Well,
before
I
I
was
forget.
gonna let Ames tell that for her celebrity news. I figured.
Really, you
she-
want that? You want Jay-Z?
I figured she would want that Jay-Z Grammy.
I was gonna ask you guys because like Jay-Z did what Ye did. Just saying,
a little more tactfully.
tactfully.
Why are they?
But that is,
for Beyonce. Beyonce
Yeah.
doesn't need them to do that.
but it's a point. It's a point that for years the Grammys have got
Sucked.
it wrong.
Well-
And even by, like, in Jay-Z's words, by their own metrics, the system that you rate things by, this person has the most Grammys, but not album of the year. How is that possible?
It is.
Because
How is so
somebody's
many-
paying somebody.
How many?
And-
Who votes?
Yeah, who does vote in the Grammys?
There's like a board of people, I think. Like, I don't know, 3 people that are the ones who say this is who deserves it. This is art. It's subjective.
Yeah.
It's award shows for this shit
Mhm.
is ridiculous to
Yeah.
begin with.
And then I love Jay-Z's transparency about him boycotting the Grammy, but still watching it. Like, they didn't go to the Grammys, but they still watched it in a hotel somewhere. So I really, well, I mean, hip hop's got an almost 40-year-old in the studio recording music about Kava, like, just because, like, the feeling it gives. When I'm in a bad mood, there's a hip hop song for any mood, except don't ever play Riding Dirty around me. Please don't play that. I just don't know. Something happened when that song kept playing. And you can't play Eminem's Relapse album.
No, I don't really like that
He won't even play that one.
one. I have to tell you something when we're done about your music.
All right, good.
Let me make a note or I'll forget. So what I
didn't
wanted
know you hated
to
that song that much.
Yes, because I don't even want the idea of someone getting the idea of playing it.
Are you gonna be able to move on to the next thing, or is that gonna hurt you?
I can move on.
So what I wanted to talk about for music is, do you remember this past year? I don't remember what episode, but it was one of the episodes. I said, this is going to be album of the year.
I knew it. I knew it. I thought about you when that happened. I knew it.
Killer
knew
Mike.
it. And by the way, I don't want
Not only album of the year,
Yeah.
best performance, and best rap
I know you don't want to say his name. We'll
What?
bleep it out, but said something to me about the Killer Mike album.
Uh-huh. We both felt the same.
So I got an alert that Killer Mike was taken away in handcuffs at the Grammys.
I didn't get to read it yet.
And I think it was a
Oh, I
like a
saw
mix up of
that.
something. But that led me to see his awards, and I'm like, Killer Mike is out. They were right. I still haven't heard the album.
You're freaking sleeping. I told you that so many times.
I see, but
You're
shout out
sleeping.
to Killer Mike.
His-
I need to hear the album. Dang.
Wait, look. This is only 1 minute long.
We'll dub it over.
Best rap album. The nominees are Drake and 21 Savage.
Shouldn't be in that category.
Yo, stop it.
Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin, not a rapper, producer.
Nas.
That's why they got it wrong. King's Disease?
Travis Scott.
That's so old of an album.
King's Disease 3.
And the Grammy goes to Killer Mike.
He says Michael.
That's the name of the album.
That's the name of the album?
Michael.
Get it together, Lawrence. Look
He's
at,
so happy.
look at him. Hold my Grammy. Hold my Grammy.
Like makes me tear up.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, shout out
That's-
Killer Mike,
that is
man.
like a, it's
They-
a really good album. The guy has so much talent. You know he's writing all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
You know he goes way
amazing.
back to the Dungeon family, like Outkast. Like he wrote a lot of stuff on the Outkast album, the early days.
Yeah.
Like he's. Are you feeling the group he's in? Like what's it called?
Run the Jewels.
Yeah.
I love some of the Run the Jewels stuff.
I like.
It's more like mood topical. Like depends on what I'm
you
in the
wouldn't put
mood
it
for.
on driving to work. but
Depends
you'll go
on the
to-
mood I'm in.
So what was all right? So this week, what was the soundtrack for this week? What was the mood?
Well, it's Monday, so
Feels like a Sunday.
last week it was a lot of Ludacris and Young Dro FDB.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, if
So-
you see that in the KavaSpills
Who
history,
hurt
you know
you?
I'm having a bad day.
Who when
I want to punch
FDB
somebody.
when Young Dro FDB gets played,
And
somebody
then-
done
and
crossed the line.
that song and Ludacris Raised in the South and country shit.
Yeah.
Amanda's ready to punch somebody.
Sloan used to always come into my shop on Fridays extremely excited because
The booty.
the booty mix,
Booty
man.
mix.
The booty mix.
I
What's your
just
favorite booty
found
song?
out.
The ones that come on and you like, oh, I'm gonna break some rules. I know my mama said I couldn't do
You
this.
know what my favorite song? One of my favorite songs is, Two Live Crew, Me So Horny.
Damn.
Do you want to
That's
hear a
one of
very
my
funny
favorites.
story about
I'll be
that?
like, wow.
When that song came out, I was singing it, and my sisters had to tell me it said, "Oh, me so hungry," because I was little and I was walking around singing, "Oh, me so horny," all the time. And they're like, "No, it's oh, me so hungry."
Hungry.
That's so
When?
cute.
What age were you
My
at?
little
When
good
you,
Christian family.
what age were you at
That's
when you
cute.
figured out what the truth was?
Very, like, way older.
There were so many songs I didn't know the words to, and I'm just singing it. And then I got older. I'm like, that's what they're saying.
Oh, I knew the words, but I didn't know what I was singing.
Ah,
That's
ah.
funny.
Some of these songs today, I would rather not know the meaning and just vibe. I don't listen to lyrics no more. Like in
You're
depth.
missing out. When you listen to Killer Mike finally, you gotta listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, I don't think he gives you a choice. Him or Kevin Gates both pound their words into you. Like you're gonna feel what they're saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Kevin
So I'm gonna
Gates.
listen to the Killer Mike album. We need to review another album coming up soon.
We need to have an album drop that's worth a review.
Ooh,
Mm.
shit. Did he get shady in here? Or was that just me?
Mhm.
What you
Otherwise,
think
we might be waiting until Kava Chronicles 2
it's coming.
Right.
or whatever the album's
I'm
called.
excited.
Kava Chronicles Volume 2, Role Models with Sackboy, they're all coming. We in the studio cooking. It's heat. We were listening to it on the way to Orlando. We played it for some people. It's
I'm
heat.
sure
Yeah.
every Kava bar you went into.
By the time my album drops, we told this
Oh,
one.
you know it'd be so cool if you
What?
actually made like some CDs and like handed them
Oh
out
my
like
God.
back
Don't
in the
tempt me.
day.
Don't tempt me. I would.
$5.
That's
You can have this CD.
Yo, just sell CDs and be like, yo.
Who
just-
even has a CD player?
I
You
still
gotta
have
find
one
one.
in my car.
You do?
Yeah.
I could. Oh, that's a good idea. So we took this whole bartender through our whole like timeline. Look at this guy. Through our whole timeline of our me and Sack Boys beef. To the
I
point where we're
played the
playing it.
video of the release on the bus of the song.
So Will got out of jail. We saw him today. The guy
Really,
that
Will?
I paid to put the sticker up in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to prison.
Right.
Hope I ain't putting his business out in the street. But anyway, he
I
went
mean,
to
it's
prison
public record.
and he got out. Yeah, we saw him today. So
That's
shout out Will.
awesome.
Welcome home,
Welcome
homie.
back.
Welcome back,
Welcome
Will.
home. I had so much street cred. I was like, yeah, I got a friend doing a bid right now. Yeah, 10 toes down. Don't tell me I don't know. Got somebody in the feds right now. Free Young Thug. No, but for real,
Oh
though.
my god.
For real though, free Thug, man. So how do you feel? Let's stay in the music now. How do you feel about artists' lyrics being played in court? How do you feel about that? Because they're playing Young Thug's lyrics in court.
Again,
to
it's art.
incriminate him.
It's subjective.
So, like, would you be okay with that? Do you think
No,
rappers,
because it's art. It's subjective. You just because you said it in your art doesn't mean that it's truth.
so that means when you listen to rap music, you don't necessarily believe what they're saying.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Do you know a rapper that's rapped about selling tons of cocaine and doing all this other stuff with cocaine
Yeah.
that's never done anything with cocaine?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't take her seat. You gotta come over here.
But
It's the Amanda Sloan Show.
they always leave me.
This guy, he definitely wanted to be
He
on
is
camera.
such a
this
big
time.
baby.
They were both hiding last time.
Yeah, now today it's like we want to be on
Mhm.
camera now.
Mm-hmm.
So what else we got?
Low Tide's anniversary party.
Oh yes, so that would in Hollywood
February
time,
15th.
February 15th, guys. I think I can get this out before
Oh yeah, I
the
can.
party.
It'll be on our social media too.
KavaSpills will be in the building. Come see what a successful kava bar looks like and why it can
Genuine
run for
Kava bar.
10 years. Come out. You guys can finally meet Sean if you haven't.
He's an awesome guy.
You can experience Gulfport if you
Mhm.
Where they
haven't.
keep it weird.
And they do keep it weird. And you can, most importantly, like Amanda said earlier, drink some kava amongst friends.
Good Kava.
Mm.
Good kava amongst friends. So I'm excited. Shout out Fortenberry, who's their brewer over there, and all he does is brew.
Right.
You know,
I
getting
love
no
that.
drama.
That
know,
is.
Show pictures on his phone of his
He
dog.
doesn't talk.
Not that is a problem, but like,
Wait, I
Man,
have a
it's Kava.
question. Do you think that the more successful kava bars or the kava bars that have good kava have only one person brewing it?
it seems to be.
I believe that.
It seems that way. Having someone
Consistency is key.
For sure.
like, even if it's, I wouldn't say
Even if you
consistency,
have
but-
like 2 or 3 good brewers, they might not all taste the same
Yeah.
because
Their fingernail stuff tastes different.
probably one was probably eating some spicy chicken wings. The other one was eating white chocolate.
I will say I did the coldest, smoothest thing on this trip. This dude pours us 3 shells.
Oh boy.
I take a sip.
And you go, oh my god, my mouth's numb.
Mm.
You use a machine? He goes, yeah, how?
You went for it.
How'd
huh?
you know? I said, I just know.
I'm a kava sipper.
I could taste it. I just knew it. I got the palate. I just know it.
I
So-
feel like it's easy to tell now that I've had it. And I think if we had one, I would still want to try it because I think that we could perfect it.
So Kavafied, if you watching, just send us a thing so we can become believers and see why everybody's jumping on board. So
Yeah.
I'll send the Addy. You can send over a Kavafied thing and we'll do some business. We're already market affiliates, so
There we go.
I wonder what the people of Vanuatu and
Think about
Fiji would say.
it. Those stupid Americans.
I wish I can ask. Let me do that again. I wish we can ask. Maybe we can hit up
Yeah,
Moana
Moana.
Kava and say, hey, they're using machines down here to brew it. How do
Moana
you-
Kava. They usually
They
are
will be,
watching.
yeah, they'll give us an
Yeah.
honest
What do you
opinion.
think about the machines? Do you use them? Do they have them there?
Do you know about
No.
them?
It's a washing machine that they turn into a kava maker.
Yo.
It is a countertop washing machine that you can get for a discounted price online if you
Yep.
buy them in bulk.
Yep.
The instructions will not be in English.
Yeah, I recommend you guys buy one. Try it out for yourself because these are only our opinions. But try it for yourself and you can tell me, hey, do you rather have hands, human touch, machine, or both? You know, machines are taking over whether we like it or not. AI, Chat
don't have
GPT,
to.
Kava machines. Like it's
Robots
happening.
making sushi.
They're gonna be. What if?
That
Would you let
sushi's
a
not
robot
good, by
make
the
your
way.
kava?
Huh?
Would you let a robot make your kava? You know, in Vegas,
As long
they have,
as they shake it or stir it before they put it in my
Okay.
cup.
Well, she's gonna. I can see her shaking the robot as the robot's shaking her.
You're not
kava.
shaking
You're
it
not shaking it enough.
That's funny.
This button's not working here. You're not shaking it
Just
enough.
give it to
Just
me.
give it to me. Yeah.
No, I don't think I would like that because I love to have interaction with the kava tender
Yeah.
and the other people sitting at
Right?
the bar.
Good
Yeah.
kava tender. Shout out Sebastian too from
Sebastian from
um,
Kava.
Kava.
And Vaperium or something like that.
Valerian?
Vaperium.
Vape and venereal.
No.
Kava, vape and venereal.
No.
So, we'll get out of your hair. Thanks for tuning in again. Sign up for Patreon. We'll see you at Low Tide's
Subscribe.
party. Subscribe. Any shout outs? I know, I just put you on the spot.
Shout out to Chantel because I love you.
And remember,
Don't be a dick.
well, no, that, but also somebody somewhere else is having it worse and nothing can last forever.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else to say to that.
Drink Kava.
Drink Kava.
Oh, Bula.
Kava spilling down on the floor. Kava spilling down on the floor. Got the Kava spilling down on the floor. Got the Kava spilling down on the floor.
On the flow, and I've been known to turn a dime to a foe. And if you tryna ring my line for a show, just know you better have my guala at the door. It's LB2, bitch, you already know. And I've been known to sling a Kava for the low. And I'm the man, rest in peace of shorty low. Caddy sliding with some glitter on the floor. Should've seen what she wore the night before.